Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
On second down, this is Harris. They find some open field here. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there.
His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find, oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Lawrence will throw.
he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They run for it with Harris. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the give, this is Harris.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
And he's able to pick up the first down here.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Daxton Hill. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And, oh, what a catch at the 2. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down.
Harris will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now a first down throw, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first, and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Here's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they said.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
On third down, here's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Butker's kick here is good. For almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give to Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. Leaps past him. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Again, it's Harris on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run with Harris.
He'll take it inside the 25.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. This is Harris. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
All eyes on Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here's Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.